Okay, I hit the live button. We should be good.
Apparently it didn't last 37 seconds.
Okay, that was fucking... That was weird. Hello, Internet. Welcome to the stream. Vegas Bear here, as always, with Mekumon and Taro.
Hello. I'm not sure what the hell is going on.
We had technical difficulties. Or maybe I unconsciously hit the end stream button.
Either way, we had an oopsie.
Yeah, we had what we call in the industry a whoopsie doodle. So, you are reading that title correctly. We are playing Resident Evil 0 today. Now, for longtime viewers of the channel, you may know that I used to do this with my friend Miss Bunny Senpai on her channel. However, life got in the way, and now she lives too far away for me to drive over there for us to stream a horror game for an hour. So, I asked her if it was okay for me to do this, and she said she was fine with it. $5 says she's going to come into the chat and make a big fuss as a joke.
If she does show up, I am playing that siren.
So yeah, we are playing the entire Resident Evil series. Okay, let me rephrase that. We're playing the numbered games. The mainline games. That includes...
The ones that don't suck. Mostly.
That includes Revelation 1 and 2. And if I can find a detailed enough walkthrough, maybe Code Veronica. That is the first Resident Evil game I ever gave up on. I gave up on it live on stream because, like, I was getting ammo for all these weapons that I didn't have, and then I looked at a guide and saw that I missed getting all of those weapons. And it was too late to go back and get them.
There's a sound effect that goes with that. I just need to find it. Oh, this'll do.
Hello, darkness. I've come to talk with you again.
Yeah, that definitely fits. So, we are starting with Resident Evil 0. When I started this with Bunny, we decided not to do 0 because there is no item box. But after playing Code Veronica, I realized that doesn't matter. This is way better than Code Veronica. Resident Evil 0.
Just getting this DL reference out of their way. 0.
Alright, so,
Something Kono Dio da.
we're gonna play easy mode.
Resident Evil.
Fuck it.
0.
Actually, Bear, do you wanna hear something funny?
Sure.
So, I found this comic book video of all the JoJo
A
villains.
Midwestern town in America, Raccoon
being
City,
roommates with each other,
a
like they
solitary
all,
island far off in the
moved
sea,
into Peter's
Rockford
place.
Island, an island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island.
They were all telling.
There are still many unanswered
they're all
questions
telling
about
each
these
other
seemingly
what happened to them,
unrelated
how they
yet
died, all that
intensely
stuff.
dramatic events. though it is believed that the
Then it was
International
Diablo's
Enterprise
turn.
umbrella was somehow involved.
And he did the
Little is
one
known
thing
as
you
to the
should
origin
never
of this
do.
faceless corporation. When was it established? By
Insult someone with Dio Brando's blood.
whom? And how was the T-virus created? To
I was gonna
uncover
say
the
talk
truth,
about Fight Club,
we
but
must
then remember
delve
we don't
deeper
talk
into
about
the
Fight Club.
events which
We
transpired
don't
in
talk
the beginning.
about Fight Club.
before the mansion
But
incident.
it was definitely a one-sided Fight Club in that second. The second Diablo opened his mouth about Giorno, he was dead.
July 23rd, 1998.
Do you think so
I
too?
Yeah.
couldn't see the rest of that.
The 2017 time was?
Also, notice that man has a umbrella pin on his what do you call that, lapel?
I think so. Also, hello, Batman.
Oh no, that's not Batman. That might as well be Clayface.
How did Sephiroth get here? Oh god, he just...
But yeah, the second the fight between Dio and Diablo broke out, Kira just went, and I have a normal day for once.
So,
About someone fighting someone, I swear.
2 hours later, above Raccoon Forest.
It began as a simple investigation of some bizarre murders in the suburbs of Raccoon City.
I'll be quiet till the cutscenes are
Nothing
done.
in our
Sorry.
training could ever have prepared us for the
No, it's
nightmare
fine,
that
it's fine,
ensued.
fine. I'm the one interrupting this game.
We never stood a chance.
What's going on?
So yeah,
Engine
this
failure.
is
Emergency landing.
Stars Bravo team, and I will get into that in a minute. There's a lot.
That warning... That warning scene inside the helicopter just gave me Halo Combat Evolved flashbacks.
Check the current position and
Between that
investigate
and
the
the fact
surrounding
that we're
area.
gonna be fighting zombies, my brain just went back to the library, and that is a level I don't want to relive.
I was about to play a thing, but then ads got in the way.
What
That was
happened?
Me.
Court order for
So that story you were
transportation.
telling.
Prisoner Billy Cohen, ex-lieutenant,
Like I
26
said, I
years
was
old.
last week.
Court-martialed and sentenced to death July 22nd. Prisoners to be transferred to the Regathon base for execution.
Those poor soldiers. They were good men just doing their jobs, and that scum murdered them and escaped.
All right, everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
A train.
Also, no Twitch ad break. I don't care about Valorant and never will.
I gotta say though, this is a really cool, like, atmospheric shot of her in the rain, finding the Ecliptic Express of just on the tracks abandoned.
Yeah, this is like a fantastic shot.
All right, so
I don't know why, but I felt the urge to pose.
Taro, you finish your story, and then I will go on. Then I will go on my history rant.
Basically, what ended up happening was, what's his name?
Diavolo?
Diavolo ended up on the business end of the Zawaldo, and Heroes down to one roommate, which we was surprisingly thankful for.
Yeah. Alright. So, first things first, a little bit of history for all of you watching. So, this all started in the 1950s when Oswald E. Spencer, along with Edward Ashford, James Marcus, and Brandon Bailey, discovered a unique flower in West Africa that had special properties. They created the Umbrella Corporation in order to study it. And eventually, throughout the years, created Umbrella Pharmaceuticals. That's where I'm going to leave that for now, because we'll learn more as things go on. But as for STARS, they are a group of specially trained units. The wiki says an elite special forces division under the jurisdiction of the Raccoon Police Department. Though privately funded and able to operate independently. It employed ex-military personnel and academic experts for appropriate positions within the police department. The overall idea was to form a team combining tactically sounded soldiers with scientists, allowing the team to operate in both anti-terrorism and increasingly potent urban crime scenarios, as well as dealing with other emergencies. Now, STARS, which stands for Special Tactics and Rescue Service, consists of two teams, Alpha and Bravo. Here, in this game, we got to see Bravo team. We play as Rebecca Chambers, chemical expert and team medic. She was also the newest member of the team at the time of deployment. So yeah, we'll encounter a few of the other members as we play the game, and as we play Resident Evil 1, we will encounter some members of Bravo team. Bravo team was sent in to investigate mysterious attacks in the Raccoon Forest. They seem to be animal attacks, but there was something very odd about them. For one, when examining the bodies, the bite marks did not match up with any known animal, but did match up with people. The door to the dining car is locked. You can't get in.
I was about to say, it's the walleyes, run!
It's locked.
Goddamn wall masters, I hate them.
Oh my god, if all masters were in Resident Evil, I would
This is
quit.
Officer Chambers from STARS Bravo team.
What are
Please
the
identify
wall
yourself.
masters?
Giant hands
Someone
that
there.
just like drop from the ceiling and grab you and take you to the back, like to the beginning of the dungeon.
They're a Legend of Zelda villain.
Oh.
If you get caught by them, your returns to the beginning of the dungeon and have to make all your progress all over again. Resolve puzzles, re-kill enemies. Thankfully, items you gain stay with you, so there's that.
That actually fine. I like to go over dungeons a few times to level up quicker.
What just happened?
Anyway,
I thought they
so
were
it-
dead.
Except in
might-
Legend of Zelda, there is no level up system.
oh well, why's that then?
So yeah, we just encountered zombies. Fuck.
Oh, must be a day that ends in Y in that timeline. Alternatively, god damn it, I hate Mondays.
Through the window, you see a broken ladder. It's no use right now.
I don't know why my inner thoughts sound like free men. They just do.
Yeah, Rebecca Chambers' inner thoughts sound like a bear, a dog, and a cat.
A zoo squad, perhaps.
And for some odd reason, they have conversations with each other as well.
I think I've gone crazy.
No, no. See, this is how you stave off the insanity, by entertaining yourself.
Passenger's Diary, July 14th. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of the A.K.A. Mountains laboratory. We're moving in two groups. The initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. July 16th. Unfortunately, the test production of BOW basically biological weapon.
Bioorganic weapon, I believe the acronym is.
Yes. Type Y139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same type. It's the same with type Y1. Wait. 13Y139. There's still so much we don't know about responses to the crustration T virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minute doses of T bring about remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of internal toxins, and brain development. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. But the sudden development of the shell results in a corresponding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak. Problematic. One of these areas is the head. Problematically, one of these areas is the head carapace. This lab we are going to, were they pursuing the same research? It would certainly help to find data and samples that would help us in our research. June 19th, the day is approaching. Finally approaching. I'm growing more anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about the bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is, no, I can't think of that now. I have to concentrate on this investigation and make sure it goes smoothly. So yeah, I say Raccoon Forest, but I meant the A.K.A. Mountains. Which, I mean, it's basically the same area.
Unfortunately.
So, as I said before, this game does not have an item box. So, where is the... There we go. So you are stuck with... You are stuck with 6 item slots. More once you encounter the second character. who in this game you can switch between the two characters.
Excuse me. Freaking allergy attack.
Get me started on allergies today. I swear.
Alright. Investigation orders. Stained with blood, some sections are illegible. 8 miles north of Raccoon City in the A.K.A. Mountains lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now, we are conducting a preliminary study into the reopening of the facilities. First investigation unit is already on site and opening the investigation. I want your team to provide support. The following orders are William Bark?
William M. Burke.
Yeah, it should be Burke. Because I'm pretty sure it's trying to say William Birkin. And
Translate there, maybe?
no, it's stained with blood and illegible.
That's how you explain the weird letter choice.
First investigation unit. The rest is torn and unreadable. Ah, yes. The ink ribbons. This is how you save your game. You use an ink ribbon. Yeah, I'll overwrite that. That's an old one.
Oh yeah. I found another comic of Joseph Joestar was talking about an agent from the Speedwagon Foundation is coming up to give the Crusaders something. And then so they're all waiting at a restaurant, and then all of a sudden this elderly gentleman, not unlike Joseph himself, walks up and pops a bubble.
Yo! That corpse is gonna come to life. Also, hi, Billy!
Billy, what are you doing here? What about Nicole and Anby?
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution. You were with those soldiers outside.
Oh, I see. You're with stars. Well, no offense, honey, but your kind doesn't seem to want me around. So, I'm afraid our little chat time is over.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
Oh, shit!
Not that corpse
Edward!
anyway, this one.
Are you alright?
Oh, it's...
What happened?
Edward. He's also part of Bravo team.
We can't. You must be careful, Rebecca.
He was
The forest is full
maintenance
of
specialist and also
zombies
pilot.
and monsters.
Zombies and monsters.
I don't know if he was the pilot from the... Oh, fuck! I don't think he was the pilot from the opening.
pops a bubble right in Joseph's face. Gives them the thing, and Polnareff says, why don't you come join us? Oh, I don't have a stand. I'll just get in the way. And all I have are my bubbles. Polnareff then insults the bubbles, and then gets his shirt torn up by said bubbles.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, our first encounter. Well, actually, no, our second encounter. Zombie dogs.
So when did you get here? Look, Pazuzu sent me here without me knowing why, and I'm starting to see the reason I'm here now.
Meow.
Oh yeah, Felix came with me.
Oh shit!
Oh!
You know what I find funny?
What?
Okay, you're playing a zombie game, and there's one hidden detail that players do know about. This hidden detail, they just don't know what it is. They get into the game and things are easy enough. All of a sudden, they get attacked by a zombie and unfortunately get bitten. It is at that point they're not.
This is Rebecca. Over.
It is at that point they start turning into a zombie as the game goes on. Like.
Enrico! Hello! Can you read me?
And by the end of
Please
it,
respond.
you either get cured, or you just kill a zombie and get a bullet in the head.
I feel like I know this game.
Wait, the game actually exists?
Oh, you're talking hypothetical. I'm sorry.
It sounds like something that should exist.
Like, I've always noticed. Like, just imagine. I've always noticed, in zombie games.
Hello?
Wait,
Hello?
you just got bit. What? No, I haven't. We literally just saw that thing's teeth in your shoulder. No. I don't see anything, do you?
Yeah, they show their shoulder and there's like no bite mark.
I saw blood! I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't get bit. When I'm be honest, that always irks me a little. Like, in zombie movies, the second someone gets bit, yeah, they start turning. In zombie games, someone gets bit, nothing happens.
That's because they're the
Like,
main character.
I know.
Although,
But even when...
thinking about it, that
dangerous
is a
from here on
function
in.
in Resident Evil
Why don't we
Outbreak,
cooperate?
file number 1 and 2.
Cooperate with you?
Your characters, if
Listen,
they're
little
bitten,
girl, if you haven't
they will
noticed, there's some
slowly
pretty
over
freaked out things
time
on this train.
get
And I, for
infected
one,
and
wanna get
eventually
outta here.
die
I don't
and
think
become
we
a
stand
zombie.
a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your
I'll be
help.
back.
I remember
I can
something
handle this on my own. And don't
vaguely,
call me
but
little
not
girl.
exactly, probably not even close,
All right,
like
just do it
this
yourself.
in
What
Resident
should I
Evil
call you?
3?
The name is Rebecca Chambers, but that's Officer Chambers to you.
These weird parasite
Well then,
giving
Rebecca,
monstrosities
why don't
that
you go
kind of
and
look like
try
spiders.
while I wait here?
Oh yeah.
Someone is talking shit about me still. I am sneezing like nobody's business.
Note to supervisors. When closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all
Sorry.
staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the 5th car. Inspections will take place when the train is garaged. After inspections are complete, use the ladder at the rear of the 2nd floor of the dining car. Umbrella Corp. Maintenance Department.
You go and try while I wait here.
Oh, he's gonna be an ass about it, huh?
It's the Resident Evil universe. You're hard pressed to find people who aren't jerks.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm pretty sure what I was talking about earlier, a few seconds ago, was basically the plot of the, what was it? Not Evil Dead. Dead Rising? The one with the mall?
Oh yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
A DLC for that game.
Sir.
Uh-oh. That man was made of leeches!
You knew full well this was going to happen, my dude. Oh, don't be Decarobo now, you little glitch.
Okay?
Hey, Decorator ain't the only thing that referenced the Matrix at this point in time. You may not be Neo, but this is a simulation.
Who is that guy?
What's going on?
Just imagine a Matrix movie.
Go and check out the first engine car.
Agent Smith is
Listen,
hunting down this
We've
one
gotta
person
cooperate with each other
who
from now on.
he
You got
thinks
that?
has broken out
Well,
the
I
simulation.
Clue in, girl.
Like,
Or maybe you like being
reality.
bait.
All right. But
You
you
finally
just
find this
remember,
guy,
I will shoot
and the guy's
you if
just
you
on the
try
computer.
anything funny.
Fine.
Somehow
now
managing,
take these with you.
somehow managing, that computer somehow managing to break
If
the
you find anything, give me
break
a
the
call.
world basically.
All right?
And the guy had no idea about it. He just followed part of the game. Like, what would Agent Smith do then? Like, it's either he revealed the truth, or he somehow gets the computer away from the man.
Character switching. You can switch control between the two lead characters, Rebecca and Billy, and use their different abilities to progress through the game. The character you currently control is called the main character. The character you do not control is called the partner character. Controlling the partner character. Partner character generally moves independently, but you can use the right stick to control them yourselves. Select partner on the status screen allows you to assign instructions to the character. Solo, both characters move independently. Team, partner follows the main character. Attack, partner attacks automatically. Idle, partner will not attack. You can also press the center button to switch between solo and team behavior. Press triangle at the status screen to switch characters. You will need to switch characters in order to progress in certain situations. When your partner character is nearby, you can exchange items on the status screen. Choose the item from the main character's item box and select exchange. Rebecca has the following attributes. Can combine herb-related items, weak defense, can use a mixing set to combine chemicals. Billy has the following attributes. Cannot combine herb-related items, strong offense, can push many large objects. If partner character is attacked, both the main and partner characters will die if they take too much damage. You should always keep an eye on their condition. Partner being attacked in a different room will call for help over the radio. If your partner does call, go to help as quickly as possible. Cooperating with your partner, some puzzles cannot be solved by only one character. When you're stuck, try to see if using your partner will help. Okay.
and just like that, this game was turned into your average criminal uh, and law agent buddy cop movie.
Not wrong. Well, that's ominous. Power cable's been destroyed. Sure. Oh. Here, I thought it would, like, kill her.
Or require an item.
I just love that the leeches just attacked her and threw her down here.
Just leave this.
Wait.
The leech is showing up and just launching you through that hole in the roof. We're like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, what did we play?
Billy jumped down here. Come on, Billy.
are you sure? Like, are you sure you're not standing directly underneath it and no collisions in the way?
Wouldn't surprise me if the game was that level of finicky.
Yeah, figure. You start the biohazard series and I'm feeling under the weather.
Alright, so Billy is on his own for now.
Sorry, make one.
We gotta put you down.
I just gotta look over there, make it quick.
pulls out Nerf gun.
First, I'm gonna see if there's a way out of here. There is!
Game over, man. Game over.
Wait. Oh, damn it. So Rebecca's stuck here for now.
Stop me if I told you this funny before. Whenever I used to play a murder mystery game with a friend of mine in VR chat, every time I get detective, they get murderer. So legit, I've gotten used to just grabbing their gun, hunting them down, and just putting one bullet in their head before they can do anything. Like legit, it's either they are the murderer, or they're not, and I've helped the murderer by killing one already. But 9 times out of 10, they are. So legit, I'm just ending the game early.
Funny. Actually, come to think of it, what does Billy have on him right now? He has a knife.
He's got a knife.
And his handgun and some ammo. Actually, I wonder if I can give Rebecca the knife. It's too large. Damn it.
Looks like you can't give the knife food to the wife food.
It's too big for her. That's what she said. Yes, I made that joke. And yes, I feel bad.
I don't understand it. I'm just gonna.
How are you so pure?
I feel bad now.
No, don't be. I am just continually surprised that you are this pure.
You are better off not knowing, Taro.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized. A bunch of eggs over here.
Looks like Hakuin's been around here.
Oh god, a bunch of leech eggs.
Like, you didn't pick up on what I said.
Oh, damn it!
There we go. Oh, Bear. Here's a YouTuber I think you'd like. He does comic dubs, but he also does English renditions of JoJo songs and other type of songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest. Naked Silver is stuck in my head because of this guy.
Oh.
It sounds like something a Toku hero would have.
Yeah. I just realized Rebecca has the ink ribbon. Fuck.
What else has he done? Oh yeah.
When does
good
the train
song
have an
by,
elevator?
The Ogre Street. The
No,
JoJo
wait.
musical.
Never mind.
Two people talking at once. What?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Taro, you say your piece.
Why don't they go and go first?
I was basically about to make a dumb, so I'd rather it be forgotten. Move on.
Yeah, another one you might like is well, Part 1 musical.
Okay.
It's basically it's basically what you think. It's Jonathan's first meeting with Speedwagon.
Oh, when he tried to kill him.
Yes. I'm gonna be honest, my favorite part is this. I took this lad for an easy mark, but he has the strength that comes from our hearts. My life will end on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Don't lay a finger on him, lads. Why? Because I like you, that's why!
It's funny how Speedwagon went from being some, like, just being like a thug on the street to being a multi-millionaire and using his fortune to help people that are like him.
And also any Joestar that happens to cross his path.
Oh, absolutely. Like if there's a Joestar, like I have a feeling like for like the company, like the company edict, like their mission statement is like to help people around the world, but then like there's an asterisk, and then like below the mission statement in bold with the asterisk is, if you find a member of the Joestar family, they take priority.
They really would, let's be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Another song I like is Goodbye Nostalgia. I think that's Kakuin's theme?
Alright.
I'm gonna be honest, I really want to go back to part 3, like enter part 3, and basically recreate the ending of Eyes of Heaven.
Oh, where he survives?
Where the other 3 members of the Crusaders survive, yeah.
Alright, we have a map.
Like, just imagine I show up at the ending of part 3. His ability is stopping time! Theo just goes, "Who are you and how do you know that?"
I am just randomly transported in the middle of a boss fight between any given Joestar and Dio. Oh yeah, I have a stand that makes all those stands inoperable.
So if you want to fight, duke it out.
I mean, he still has his knives, so...
He's also still a vampire.
Yeah.
I have a crossbow that shoots stakes.
Does that work on the JoJo's vampires, actually?
I have no idea.
I know Hamon does.
Note from conductor. The key card for the driver's compartment is in my bag as always, but I need the other guy's key to open the damn thing. But it looks like I lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would be able to turn it in, but this key is different. I'll look for it too, but if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance.
Yeah, I know Hamon does. And if, Makemon's stand were to appear in that specific, fight, that would just make it a 1v1 between Joseph and Dio. And I don't think Joseph's gonna win that one. Yeah, he was a previous main character, but he's gotten old, and he's not as spry as he used to be.
But he also has Hamon.
Yeah, I know. I know he has Hamon.
You know
But
what?
at the
Screw
same
it.
time,
The moment, you know what? Screw it. The moment they discover their stands don't work, I stake Dio from behind.
And if it doesn't
Actually,
work, at least he has something sticking out of him.
If
Actually,
it doesn't work, at least he's got a giant wooden spike through his heart.
If I remember correctly, I don't think it would work, because remember, in the first fight between Jonathan and Dio, after Dio becomes a vampire, Jonathan fully body slams Dio into the statue inside the mansion, and he somehow survived.
Also, at the end of part 1, his body, except for his head, is destroyed, and he survives.
He's basically
Okay, one of these is
basically
a lot
zombie
more
at this point.
extreme than the other.
Hmm?
I said one of these is a lot more extreme than the other.
Yeah, Dio really. I'm gonna be honest. I'm fully gonna be honest here. I would have sent Child Dio into Ogre Street just to see what happens.
He'd be running that shit within a week, and you know it.
Unfortunately, yes. Okay, let me reiterate then. Ogre Street. I'll deal in Ogre Street, but it's after Jonathan met Speedwagon. Yes, I'm doing some timey-wimey stuff here, but bear with me.
Here's a better one. Alter time and give infant Dio to good parents.
Oh, that? Oh! I saw another, this is another comic dub. Dio finally arrives at the Joestar Manor. And instead of George Joestar showing up, it's Maria. Basically welcoming him to the Joestar family and all that. And Dio actually ended up crying. Like, pure honest crying.
Maria, as in...
Maria Joestar, the one who died in that wagon accident.
Right! Which also hints at George dying instead of Maria that day or that night. Which, yeah, he was a good father, but also it also ends any conflict between Dio and Jonathan. Because let's be honest, while he was a good father, he just wasn't a observant father. Yeah. Alright, so what... Oh, damn it. I switched to Rebecca by accident. What is this briefcase?
Just watch. It's the one that Umbrella Lackey was holding before things went to hell.
Guess I'm climbing up a ladder. Today's special Mediterranean style shrimp. carpaccio roast chicken. I butchered that. I know I did.
Oh, Bear, I think you might like this one. It's not a comic book. No, wait.
Okay.
That was a weird cutscene. Anyway, it's basically Dio finds Jotaro knocked unconscious on the ground somewhere in the manor. Jonathan finally wakes up. Hamon? Vampires? Danny? Jotaro, you hit your head. Come on. Father is waiting.
Jotaro or Jonathan?
Jonathan, size me! My brain died for a second because I know they both fought Dio. And I was going off of that instead of actual names, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
To any JoJo fan listening, please don't come after me with Hemon infused pitchforks.
Also, leave your stands at the door. I hang out with this guy daily.
I'm pretty curious on how this fight would go.
Ooh!
What happened?
Gun!
Shotgun.
More ink ribbon. I can't carry the shotgun!
No! I'm purely curious on how this fight would go. Wait, on your stand versus the man in the mirror.
What's that one do?
Bags you into a mirror world.
Okay.
And also, like, it drags you specifically, and it leaves your stand outside.
What's the range of this thing?
I forget, what was the range there?
I don't remember.
Like, okay, the stand user is already in the mirror world with his stand.
Because
He-
if the
he can
stand has to
drag any-
approach me to get me, then Sound of Silence negates it.
Like,
If it has to get within a small town's range to get me, Sound of Silence negates it.
okay, I understand that. But what if it's in the mirror world he approaches you in?
As long as the mirror is within proximity to me, that mirror is basically a no-go.
No, I think he might be right on that because Sound of Silence negates stand abilities. So if he tries to go through a mirror or whatever next to him, it'd
Or
be
within a small town's range of me.
the mirror would it would essentially be like a locked door.
Or face planting into a brick wall.
That too.
No, because the second you said leave the stands outside, my brain went to that. Because he can drag the user in and leave the stand outside.
But he'd still have to get past my stands to get to me.
It is an automatic stand, so it's always active.
The only way for it to not be active is for me to die. And the only way you're gonna get that to happen is if well, you approach me with conventional weapons.
Also, all stands disappear when their user dies, so that's not even that big a deal.
My brain just went to the. My brain just went. What are you gonna do? Your stands can't hurt me now. Stand? What's a stand? One moment. Persona!
There's a fan fiction that combines Persona 5 and an alternate version of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and it is so fucking good.
Like, I fully imagine the sound design's ability won't work just because the persona isn't a stand.
I mean, you've got me there. I specifically created Sound of Silence to counter stands. I wasn't even thinking of the Persona series at the time.
Like, I just imagine the person with Sound of Silence sees Persona being activated for the first time. How is that possible? That's a stand, right? Again, what's a stand? You keep saying words that I don't stand, and
And thus, both parties are screaming this.
NANI?
Alright, I'm gonna save and then take the ink ribbons and give them to Rebecca.
Oh, something called Shaman King Zero is getting anime adaptation?
Cool.
I find it funny. Bear plays Resident Evil Zero. I find something called Shaman King Zero.
I'm just waiting for Devil May Cry 0, man. That's all I'm waiting for. Come on. I want to play Sparta, damn it! I want to know how he met Eve.
I'm just waiting for Gundam Breaker 4 next month.
I want to know why a demon used pistols.
Gundam Breaker Zero.
Gundam Breaker 0.
I mean, that would be an interesting game. Get to explore the origin of the Gunpla battle system in their universe.
And because it's technically, not even technically, because it's a prequel game, you don't get anything from before Gundam Breaker 1.
Like, you don't get anything from after Gundam Breaker 1, you mean?
I'm gonna be quiet because I keep messing up my words.
You are fine. I do this all the time.
So do I, man. You're good.
I don't know why I keep doing this though.
It happens to everybody.
Fair enough.
It's brain rot. You have brain rot like Bing.
Oh god, don't mention brain rot in my present. No, because there's this new comic being done and being comic dubbed by a YouTuber I frequently watch. It's called Brain Rot Girlfriend. My brain rot girlfriend.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I think I've heard of this.
If you
I haven't, but it doesn't bode well anyway.
basically make him on think of every word from 2024, 2023, combine them into one person, and make it so that person can only speak in those words.
Yeah, I have heard of this.
I think my brain just puked.
I'm gonna jump into the void after saying this. What the Sigma?
I just saw that too! I just saw that panel! What the Sigma?
Like, specifically that panel, or the thing that led up to it?
That specific panel.
So basically, she had Taco Bell the night before, went to a doctor because her stomach hurts, spoke to the doctor for like 1 second, and the doctor says, "I know exactly how to treat you." Locks her into a mental asylum. What the Sigma?
Oh.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Appropriate.
Make him one, I'm sorry.
I've come to talk with you again.
Excuse me while I go mop up the brain vomit. And the corpse left over from when you shot me dead a few minutes ago.
Throw yourself a Nerf bullet.
Wait, that was a Nerf bullet, then how did I die and come back?
Someone put a BB into the Nerf bullet again. I swear that keeps happening.
What do you mean it keeps happening?
Okay, so basically, there's these two brothers who I don't know if they're still going with the YouTube channel. I'm not sure, but basically, what they did was they did a little skit thing. Whenever they get a new Nerf gun, they would stick BBs into the Nerf bullets, and in their like skit universe, the Nerf bullets were powerful enough to actually kill either one of the brothers, but they just kept respawning. Like after the review of the new Nerf gun they bought, they just go into a full-on battle with the Nerf guns they have, and it just keeps going till one of them dies. Only to repeat in the next episode, in the next review.
Oh. Actually, grab that
That's where
shotgun.
Scissors wins. You got Isekai to Resident Evil 0.
As a scorpion.
You got mutated, that's where the tail comes from.
I was too slow.
Ow. And I'm fine. After taking that, I'm fine.
Again, you're a main character in a zombie game. Nothing happens to you. You're running on Tuneless.
Well, I killed it.
And it's smoking.
It's taking a cigarette break. Nothing wrong with that.
Fuck it, I used the damn herb.
Oh, there. Here's another comic double you'll find funny. It's the parrot-free final battle. Joseph holds up Iggy. Hey Dio, what do you think of this dog? Or no, what do you think of dogs? Don't get me started. They're pathetic. They listen to humans even though they should be superior. If I could, I would kill them all. Orbital strike inbound. Here, along came cars. What did you say about dogs?
Gives that spiel about how dogs, how pathetic they are, yada yada. John Wick comes out of the freaking ether. What did you just say?
Jojo, da-na-na-na-na-na, golden wind.
Hold on, I got you. Where is it?
Found it.
No, I pressed the wrong one.
At least I hope this is the right one.
It is.
Oh, thank God, you saved me from it. I thought I pressed the wrong one.
I fucking love that song.
Also,
I wonder
I know
what
Taro
JoJo
made this
Man-
joke before, but I'm gonna do it again.
I wonder what JoJo Lands is gonna sound like when we finally get to it. I know we still have to deal with what is it? Steel Bar 1?
And Jojo Leon.
Yeah, I know. But I said Steel Ball Run since we haven't even started that one yet.
Yep.
I know you made this joke before, Taro, but darn it, I'm gonna have to, I feel I need to do it again. Any given Gundam Breaker game when the Zoo Squad shows up. I couldn't help myself.
Alright, now that I have some free space.
You go back and the shotgun is missing.
I swear to God. If that happens, I'm gonna be pissed.
god, I just had the weirdest thought. Okay, you're on a train, yes?
Yes.
Just imagine the Shadow Line is watching all of this.
Holy shit!
I think a game like this takes imagination.
Like, just imagine you have what's his face, the Crow Mask guy. I can't remember his name.
I can't either.
You just have him looking at a screen in the Shadowline headquarters, and it's just, can we discontinue this train right now? I'm all for darkness, but this is just too far.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Like,
that fucking.
imagine.
I'm getting that fucking shotgun.
I just imagine, they refuse to send any Shadow Kaijin or Shadowline monsters to the train, just in the case of what if it infects them as well.
They just fire missiles at it from a distance.
Like, they just contact the Rainbow Line. Don't worry, we have this one. We know. This was not us. This was not us. I can just imagine Lord Zed, or Zed, whatever you want to call him, finally shows up in like Tokuja proper. He looks back at reports from years ago, and he just sees the one about this being all censored out.
He goes to investigate, thinking it would be an ultimate weapon against the Power Rangers, and sees this.
And then just proceeds to get hugged by his retainers from the mental abuse he just witnessed. We took care of this years ago. It's okay. They're not around anymore. It's okay.
They can't hurt you anymore.
Let's be real here. Back in the old Mighty Morphin days, if Lord Zed saw this, he'd actively have used it against the Rangers.
I hate that you're right. No, he tried to use it, but then Rita just goes, "We're not using this! We don't want to rule the world, not destroy it!"
Lord Zed would either agree or continue to press forward. Speak for yourself, this planet's given us enough trouble and I want to move on. Then again, if Zed had legit gotten to that state, he might just use Serpentera.
Oh, wait, I just realized. Zed finally, like, comes back. Or a version of him, at least. Comes back. Like, in Cosmic Fury. And the reason he disappeared in Dino Fury for so long is because he was looking for Serpentera.
What makes it worse is that the reborn Lord Zed we see in Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury is Lord Zed at his peak. His physical peak. Well, if they go out of their way to make this abundantly clear in the show, they outright state it to the audience.
That's why he's
Lord
able to.
Zed in his prime.
That's why he's able to deadlift someone by the throat.
Yeah.
And
Like, you know how back in the Mighty Morphin days, Lord Zed basically manhandled Tommy Oliver, the White Ranger, going, yeah, he's tossing him around here, there, and everywhere, and Tommy only won because he broke Zed's staff, and Zed was more concerned about fixing it than anything. Zed returns at his physical prime, and he's handling an entire
split up.
team of Rangers at the same time.
Roger.
And like by the time Zed shows up, they've gotten some experience under their belt. They hadn't, like, at least as far as I recall, they'd gotten some experience under their belt. So what makes me so friggin' amused, I can't even say because it would be spoilers for Cosmic Fury.
I mean, would it really be spoilers? I mean, the show has ended.
I mean, Cosmic Fury's also still new enough. But I do see your point. So, just for the sake of, you know, courtesy, I will play a soundbite when I will play the Nani soundbite when the spoiler section is over, so... If you haven't seen Cosmic Fury and want to, now's your chance to mute.
Alright, I am gonna go grab a soda.
You do that. Okay, he's out of the room. So, I love the fact that in Cosmic Fury, the way the Rangers beat Lord Zed isn't actually by beating him in battle. They, like, for the first time in Rangers history that I can think of, they talked down a main villain successfully. With a little help from beyond the grave from old Zordon. And I gotta say, like, there were things about this season I liked as far as the villain plan goes. I liked the idea of a faction of, you know, arms dealers effectively supplying a bunch of the major villains. I had that idea myself before her Cosmic Fury came out, and I'm like, yay, I feel vindicated. Moreover, the arms dealers, their plan was to keep the galaxy in a perpetual state of conflict by making evil too strong to defeat. So they basically wanted to power up Lord Zed as much as possible, trap him in an energy tube like Zordon, and then shatter him, releasing a negative Z-wave. Eliminating good the same way the original Z-wave eliminated evil. Like, it was a good plan, I just wish there was more time to build it up. But, yeah. They stopped this negative Z-wave and ultimately defeated Lord Zed by talking him down. Zordon convinced him that self-preservation was the better plan instead of hanging on to all this power. That said, I've said my piece.
NANI?!
Yeah, I just imagine he disappeared from Dino Fury for so long because he was looking for Serpentera. He just finds the pieces of it on the moon, wondering what the hell happened.
And as he screams into the ever-expanding ether that is the universe, demanding to know what happened to Serpentera, Animus just laughs in the distance. God, I can only imagine what that team-up would have been like if it had been the Sentai versions of each of those Rangers.
Whoa.
Fanfic writers, get on this.
Hold on, let me check.
Oh, I'm sure somebody's written this somewhere. I'm just kind of curious to know if it's, available online.
I just found a Reddit post. Was Forever Red a full Saban production, or did it use Sentai footage? Judging from the fact that they fought the Physing Beetleborgs, I'd say it's
Oh, it's all original footage, the entire episode.
yeah.
Fun fact, they originally wanted that to be, at the very bare minimum, an hour-long special. Unfortunately, the higher-ups basically said no. Now, keep in mind, Wild Force was the awkward growing pain transition period between Saban and Disney. Disney was the one paying for everything and more or less in charge, but it was still the Saban people doing the writing and the acting and the whatnot. Now, it was a fight to even get Forever Red to exist in the first place. Disney wanted to say, no, you already had your team-up episode, and they had to be convinced because it was the 10th anniversary special. To the best of my knowledge, the original plan for this special would have had it be at the very bare minimum an hour long, and would have had the final battle with Serpentera itself consisting of Serpentera fighting the collected 10 Megazords of the previous teams.
So basically, the crossover between Gokaiger and Go Busters.
Years before that happened.
Okay.
And it's like, the fandom basically screams, that would have been awesome! And yes, it would have, if it had been allowed to happen.
So I see why they didn't do it since, well... MMPR Megazord gone.
I mean, technically, so was the original Tyrannosaurus Power Coin, but they eventually explained how Jason got a hold of a copy in a tie-in comic.
I. You know what? Fair.
Which had to have happened significantly earlier in the timeline because Lord Zed was still around. Lord Zed basically uses powers to create to create clones of the original power coins, so he could then empower his own team of Dark Rangers, which he was still on about, blissfully unaware of the existence of the Psycho Rangers. Jason happened to stumble upon the operation, stole the T-Rex coin out of the batch, and proceeded to use it to dismantle everything. If we take this into consideration, that means potentially the coins that the original 5 have been using for the last several years since then were the cloned coins.
Fair enough.
Now, they did contact the actor who played Rocky to see if he could join in. Unfortunately, Steve Cardenas had been moving at the time, and they were unable to contact him when filming started, so he had to bow out.
Which begs the question, what could he have worn?
My guess would be, if nothing else, the ninja suit. You know, the one with the visible eyes.
Fair. Ooh. Ooh, actually, wait. I know they did this later, like fought of the Sentai teams later in Super Mega Force. Yes, I said that. Fight me, Super Mega Force fans.
I mean, that, like, those seasons had their own host of problems, but they are currently out of this discussion. I think I know where you're going with this, though. Use the Die Ranger suit.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense. Super Terra, and all of a sudden, this red dragon finally shows up. Again.
I mean, honestly, all you'd have to do is say, like, put in a throwaway line that Ninjor had turned the Thunder Zord powers into a completely separate set of morphers, so the strain on the dinosaur coins was lessened.
Yeah. Still hate that they decided to turn the Die Ranger morphers into hecking. What was it?
The Magna Defender's changer.
Yeah.
Now, there is a rumor that they were originally going to have the Die Ranger suit be used for, like, the original wielders of the Quasar Sabers, but that got scrapped. These rumors have no real confirmation. Again, as far as I know.
I really want. I'm gonna be honest. If Die Ranger did get adapted,
I mean, technically it kind of did.
I know, but I'm talking about the suits.
Outside of... Again, technically it kind of did. Outside of Super Mega Force.
I know, but I'm talking about, like, in the actual TV show right after MMPR or Zoo Ranger.
Okay, fair enough. If it had been adapted the traditional way.
Yeah. Because you bring the monsters in, you bring the Zords in, but you don't bring the Physing suits.
Now, to be fair, there was actually a discussion behind the scenes about whether or not to bring those suits in. And I hate to be that guy and bring the meta/business sense into this, but you have to keep in mind, at the time, Power Rangers was a hot property, it was printing money, and making 2 drastic changes could threaten that. The Jew Ranger suits were iconic at this point, even back then. And so, they decided to take the safer route and keep the original suits and just, film original fight footage. But they'd still cut corners where they could, using the Zords, using the eventual Kiba Ranger suit to replace the Green Ranger.
I'm actually surprised they didn't try slap a Dino Buckler onto the Kiba Ranger suit so it match more.
I mean, the thing is, they used Kiba Ranger fight footage where they could, too. It's all over the White Ranger's debut.
Welcome back.
Well, it went
Spoiler
from
time passed ages ago, so you're good.
Okay. I didn't even really care about the spoiler time. What started as me going to get a drink, turned into me getting food.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Chicken tendies.
Honestly, what started with spoiler talk here had mutated into a talk about Forever Red's production, which then further mutated into why the Die Ranger suits were left out of adaptation until Super Megaforce.
Why were they left out of adaptation?
Simply put, the folks making Power Rangers at the time knew they had a hot property on their hands and thought that changing too many things at the same time would cause people to jump off the brand. So they kept the suits the same because even at that point, the MMPR suits were iconic and the series was basically printing money. So they decided to keep the suits intact, shoot original fight footage, but cut corners everywhere else they could. Which is why we still got the Zords, the monsters, a lot of which were just recycled Ju-2 suit monster fights anyway. We got the White Ranger, we got that, Serpentera.
Yep. Tor the Shuttle Zord.
Just didn't get the Die Ranger suits because the production staff feared that would be too drastic a change. You are effectively changing the face of the franchise, the main 5 Rangers. After all, you could change the people who wear the suits all you want, but the kids are only gonna really remember the suits and respective color of the suit. At least that's the mentality of the people making the thing at the time. And like it or not, they do have a reason to believe that. So, ultimately, the Die Ranger suits went unused for Season 2. There is an unconfirmed rumor that those suits would have been used in Lost Galaxy as like the previous users of the Quasar Sabers before they were put in the stone, but that would have gotten scrapped somewhere in production. These rumors don't even have enough evidence to make them seem plausible, so...
I mean, we all know that Lost Galaxy was very troublesome.
I mean, I would believe that this was a plan they had and ultimately scrapped.
Here I come to save the day is the trophy I just unlocked.
I thought so. Ultimately, the only Die Ranger thing that Lost Galaxy managed to keep was the main team's changer for the Magna Defender to use, because, oh horrors, we can't have him just transform with the sword. Despite the fact that outside the use of the aura changer, his transformation is basically one-to-one.
Yeah.
ultimately, Die Ranger wouldn't be used until Super Megaforce, where the team was basically retroactively confirmed to exist somewhere else, and given the name Power Rangers Squadron. This team would later be expanded upon in the Boom Studios comics and given a sixth Black Ranger, since their White Ranger is the White Ranger to most American audiences.
I just imagine, that anyone who watched the Power Rangers, or reads the comics of the Power Rangers, and doesn't know about Super Sentai, just going, wait, why do these suits look so much like the White Ranger suit from Mighty Morphing? What is this?
I kid you not. There's a scene in Super Megaforce where the Gokaiger team, and I'm referring to them as such because the, suits, they had changed to the Die Ranger suits. In the Power Rangers version, while the others were announcing their change up to Squadron, the Silver Ranger shouts, "I'll go Mighty Morphin," to cover the use of the White Ranger suit. And the sad thing is, the "I'll go Mighty Morphin" thing, word for word, that quote has been burned into my brain just for how much it annoyed the living crap out of me.
That is a pretty dumb thing.
Now, granted, it was kind of inevitable, because, again, we used only one of the 6 suits for Season 2. And there's no way they could have known about this ahead of time, let alone 20 years hence. While I understand it, that doesn't mean I have to like it. You'll note, Fair, that when I did my Star Squadron adaptation of these suits, I had it in an alternate timeline where I could free up the White Ranger suit for the Die Ranger suit to have.
Yep. I remember.
I felt it was... Well, honestly, I just wanted to use the White Ranger suit, and I was tired of associating it with Mighty Morphin. Let it be with the team it was designed to be with. And thus, in the Star Squadron canon, the Green Candle ended differently. Tommy never lost his Green Ranger powers. The Thunderzor third arc was very different. When Season 3 happened, it was a green Falcon instead of a white one. And then Zeo and Turbo basically played out as normal, and we continued from there. But, like, the ripple effect of saving the Green Candle actually does kind of have wider consequences. Outside of the MMPR 3 seasons. But the most important one for the story of Star Squadron is that it frees up the White Ranger suit. So now that suit serves as the prototype for the Star Squadron powers. As all color comes from white light.
Quick shot operator. This device should only be used when inspecting difficult to access car roofs or when detecting special structures. With the proper location. Where to use or excuse me. Ah!
Talking about consequences.
Someone take over.
Where to use? There was a ladder outside the small window by the first floor section and door of the third carriage. Find the device so that it hooks high onto the ladder. 2. Using the winch to climb. After securing the hook, use the winch to lift yourself up. This grappling hook can only lift one person at a time. Be aware that the unit may be damaged if lifting more than 80 kilograms.
Interesting.
Yeah. Since white light holds all colors in it, that therefore the white suit was used as the prototype for the 5 primary color suit. Well, 3 primaries and 2 extras.
Oh shit! Bridge on me!
Ah! Green Lantern flashbacks!
Damn!
What?
We'll tell you about it later.
Yeah, you know how every superhero has a traumatic incident in their past?
I guess later is now. Okay.
Oh, no, I was just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, Green Lantern had one. That's so infamous, there's a trope named after it. And thus, now a superhero could experience someone getting fridged.
Oh.
Where was I? I'm gonna rewind a bit, a lot of it, and bring focus back to Forever Red, because I think Bear might appreciate some of this trivia. First off, the special was intended to be, at the very bare minimum, an hour long. They wanted to make it a full-on movie. Unfortunately, we were just talking about behind-the-scenes turmoil. Well, behind the scenes for Wild Force, the transition from Saban to Disney was happening. Disney owned the franchise and was paying for it at this point, but it was still Saban's name on the series and Saban's people working on it. They actually had to argue with Disney just to make Forever Red exist. Because in the eyes of Disney, they already had their crossover episode. That was like one of the check boxes is ticked off for the season, you know? Wait, what do you mean you want to do another crossover? Well, that's when it was explained to them that this was the 10th anniversary special. Through lots of debate, they were able to get funding to make the episode. Now, another fun fact is that the episode was written with the idea that a fan hoax from way back in the Turbo days was canon when, you know, fan hoax.
Oh! Ow!
That fan hoax was called Scorpion Rain.
Scorpion Rain?
basically, it was a hoax all centered around, like, trying to explain the transition from the Zeo powers to the Turbo powers.
Oh.
The hoax would have had reused footage with bad Australian actor dubbing the, with Australian actors badly dubbing the lines, to have the Zeo Rangers fighting Serpentera to make good on Lord Zed's "We're Back" promise, and ultimately have the Zeo Zords and powers be destroyed in combat with Serpentera, which would be left on the moon, abandoned by Zed in order to escape.
Ah.
You might notice some of this is starting to sound familiar.
Yeah.
Beyond the fact that this is the backstory that Forever Red had in mind, I also have kind of used that for Felix's own universe's history, but that is off topic. So, one of the main people behind the hoax's existence, and this was perpetuated for a while until they were eventually disproven, to the point where they were starting to, like, literally make the shorts themselves. And yes, this would have happened in shorts, aired between episodes of Power Rangers, in much the same way we got the Zeo shorts between MMPR Season 3 and Zeo itself.
Cool.
Now, this was a thing that Taro and I mentioned, but I had brought up that Steve Cardenas, who played Rocky on Power Rangers, was contacted to be in Forever Red, but ultimately lost contact when he had to move, and they were unable to get him back in time to start filming. Which brought up Taro asking the question, what suit would they even have him wear? Especially if they were able to get, Jason back alongside Rocky. I had suggested the kind of semi-morph state, the ninja suit from Season 3. The ninjetti costume from the movie, basically.
Right.
And Taro had suggested using the Die Ranger Red Ranger suit. And we could have gone on by saying, yeah, they talked to Ninjor, and he separated the Thunderzord powers from Power Coins themselves so that they'd have their own dedicated morphers. Whether these took this shape from the Season 1 morphers or the actual Die Ranger morphers would be up to whoever was in charge at the time. But both were plausible. That said, apparently, one of the things they were going to have written for Rocky, I'm kind of glad didn't happen.
Okay.
They were gonna make him Tommy Butler, apparently.
Ah!
What?
The disrespect!
Yeah, it was gonna be like a joke in and of itself. He was gonna be Tommy's butler, which Linkara even put up a clip there with Rocky going, "Why do I have to be the butler?" But, yeah. In a sense, I'm kind of glad that, Mr. Cardenas couldn't be there. Because the sheer disrespect put on the second ever Red Ranger is like, it's unreal. Once and Always did a much better job.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, it also has the benefit of years of people who, like, years of difference, and people who grew up with Power Rangers being involved with the writing.
So
Like, say...
Oh.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you see all these shenanigans I'm going through right now?
Yeah.
This
The
is
lack of an item box is already ticking me off.
yeah. This is why we need a fucking item box.
Yeah. So, the big one is, in the Turbo movie, Rocky attempts to perform a martial arts move that ultimately gets his back injured and takes him out of Ranger duty. In Once and Always, he successfully performs the move.
Oh. I never noticed that.
Yeah, apparently he does this while fighting the putties in his morph state. And one of the other Rangers comments on him, doing the move.
I must have missed that.
But, yeah. Another thing that they had tried doing, going back to the intended length of the special, was they overshot some of the fight scene footage, specifically to kind of to coax Disney into giving them more funding to finish the episode so they could actually make it the length they wanted.
I'm going to assume it didn't work.
It didn't work. In fact, the episode was so unfinished because of this that they had to turn to other sources of funding, which eventually led them to Bandai of America.
Oh!
This is Delta Team. This is
I'm
Delta
just
Team.
gonna
We
put
have
this
gained
soundbite
control of the
here
train.
because...
Understood.
This does not make any sense.
Once
How
again,
was the T-virus leak?
Birkin and Wesker
And
having
why
the
did it
latest,
contaminate both
lamest
the lab
Saturday
and the
night known to
mansion,
man.
as well as a train almost 3 miles away.
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
What happened?
Oh no, they got Costa. Nah, he'll be fine. He'll be up in like 5 seconds. Wait, what? Oh god, not again. Please never that one again. What?
Well, that was horrifying. Returning to my train of thought here. In order to get the funding to finish the episode, they had to turn to Bandai of America. This was a mixed blessing. See, Bandai had said, we are more than happy to finish funding the episode for you under 2 conditions. 1, standard episode length. We are not a charity.
We're a toy company, not a charity.
2. Funny you mentioned the toy company did. They only agreed to provide that funding on the condition that they get to advertise one of the new toys for the Power Rangers Wild Force line. And they picked what was, in my opinion, the wrong toy to do it.
It's a weird cycle thing, wasn't it?
The Wild Force Rider, the upgrade, the upgrade to the Red Ranger's motorcycle, based on the Falcon Zord as opposed to the Lion Zord based, Savage Cycle. This bike was special in that with the press of a button on the back, the front of the bike would open up, revealing the Falcon Zord head and showing that the outer shell was in fact a pair of wings. Step 2. Enter rear deck code. Enter the yada yada, apparently.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was reading it.
So, ultimately,
I'll go over to the back deck
we'd
and
get to kill
manipulate the control panel
Serpentera,
for the brake.
the
Then you apply the brake from
planet-destroying
here,
Super
okay?
Zord,
All right. Billy,
by cramming a motorcycle down its
be
throat.
careful.
Yeah.
A motorcycle that proceeded to make tire screeching sounds in space. There's not enough Nani in the world to express how I feel about it right now.
Alright, so I gotta reach to the back. And we are on a time limit. Oh, great! They came back as fucking zombies.
Well, at least we were able to run past them and they weren't an issue.
Also, where'd what was his name? Eddie? The other Stars member. Where the fuck did he go?
Hopefully he's relatively safe.
He's already dead.
Safe in the afterlife, at least.
Oh, there he is.
I've been on this ramp before. We know how I would have preferred ending the special. That is all I really have on that. So yeah, time limit, zombies.
Treen!
Nawada! Stop the timer! Like, specifically, the timer! Stop it!
Magnetic cord, use.
Also, I don't know why, but I find it absurd that this train has multiple floors. July 9th?
Oh, thank God!
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the
Okay,
brake.
that worked.
Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, definitely start with the 9s.
Fuck. I had to look that up because we did not have enough time for me to fumble around.
And I have an ad break to wade through.
Well, we're going through a cutscene and... Uh-oh. And somehow he survived, despite being in the back of the train.
I'm here.
Are you alright? Hey, you managed to stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
I've been gone due to an ad break.
Oh shit! So if I remember correctly, all the stuff that you had left behind, why do I keep pointing towards here? There's nothing there. Everything that you had left behind is dropped on the floor here.
Hmm.
Does she still have the... She still has the fucking hook shot. Why does she need the hook shot? Hold on.
I guess now the challenge is finding a save point. We're over 2 hours in.
Wait, already? Holy fuzz!
Damn it, this is a... we need to keep the hook shot. Fuck.
It's a key item, isn't it?
Yep. At least Billy has some free space.
I feel like I was going to mention something. Oh, right. Fudge me. Bear, you're about to be happy about something.
What?
Guess what's getting a season free?
I don't know.
My adventures with...
Yeah!
I mean, Season 2 seemed pretty well received, so...
Danger. Authorized personnel only. Well, I authorized myself, so fuck you.
Okay, Fua.
Funny thing is, I could see Billy doing that.
The
Great.
Umbrella Research Center?
Another fucking mansion.
Just watch out for tree-typical average kids.
Oh, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Actually, no, wait, let me redo that. Just watch out for a blonde guy.
First general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the male?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds power. Power is life.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train, too.
What?
Revenge. On Umbrella.
Beach man. That's what I'm gonna call him. That's what I'm gonna call him until tell us who he is.
Dr. Marcus?
You know what? Never mind.
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
So, fun fact, Taro. A long while back, I had started and ultimately kind of abandoned Halo story project. And the first major objective was to get an anti-Covenant bioweapon out of a facility on one of the human colony worlds. And that facility had the Umbrella logo.
Fun.
One of the ODSTs, the Orbital Drop Shock Troopers, in the party of soldiers sent, had taken one look at the place, shuddered, and said, "I always hated this place."
Alright, so this is gonna do it for Resident Evil 0 for now. You can see why I didn't want to do it originally. While the game is fun, the lack of item box it really hurts this game. Like, it really hurts this game. But we are gonna soldier on through it. So next Monday we will be playing more Resident Evil 0. But tomorrow we will be playing Super Robot Wars.
And then on Thursday, we've got something special.
Actually, I was going to wait until we start in August to do that.
Oh, fair enough. On Thursdays in August, we'll have
something very special leading up to the release of Gundam Breaker 4. So, I love that pose she does. She's just like,
I want to go home.
Should I shoot Billy or kiss him?
Wow.
Also, I would like to add the fact that for whatever fucking reason, Capcom just loves to dress up Rebecca like some sort of creepy doll. Because here are some of her alternate costumes. There are more, and they're creepier than the Western Cowgirl and the Leather Ensemble.
Fun.
Oh wait, also Billy. Forgot about Billy. Billy with a jacket. He has like 2 other costumes. All the costumes that went to Rebecca.
I mean, at the very least, the jacket costume looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Actually, I believe I can show off some of these costumes.
There, I was about to say, before you close the game, doesn't matter now, but I was going to say, before you close the game, could you do me a favor and, point your gun at Pally?
I will do that. Billy gets a costume called Wolf Force, and Rebecca gets a Capcom cheerleading outfit. Another costume for Billy is a prison costume from Street Fighter Alpha 3. And then Rebecca has this weird, kind of creepy nurse outfit. And then we have her original costume from Resident Evil Director's Cut and her sportswear outfit from her cameo appearance in Resident Evil 2. We will see that photo, by the way, and you'll understand why I keep saying they like to dress up Rebecca in creepy costumes. And then here we have Rebecca's original outfit from the first Resident Evil and her prototype outfit from the original Resident Evil 0. But yeah. No, not quite. There we go. Alrighty, so, it got really dark all of a sudden. What the fuck? Oh. Incoming storm, I guess. So, right, thank
I had to at least once.
Right.
As always,
thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
Meikumon.
Kana.
I don't even know if you guys can be heard over the... Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just Say that again.
Yeah. Meikumon.
Hado.
And we will be back tomorrow with more Super Robot Wars. And if you like the stream and you want to support us, you can donate at the link below on Twitch. Any little bit helps. But if you can't, because trust me, I get it. I'm broke myself. You can also support us by watching the stream here on Twitch and following the channel here on Twitch. Meanwhile, on the YouTube side of things, you can watch the video on YouTube, like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel, which is where all of our Twitch streams are archived for you guys. So, with all that said and done, stay safe, stay warm, stay dry. And we will see you all next time. Peace. Also, beware of trains.
Steve!
Steve!